So Christy just dropped me off here at the Big Oak Flat Trailhead in Yosemite National Forest. It's going to be a beautiful hike. We're going to do a 10.5 mile round trip, and we're in for some beautiful scenery. So it's been a downhill road walk to this point. And since we've dropped down, there must be some water close. I can hear it, and the temperatures are dropping significantly. So it is just beautiful around here. But we're still on surface roads. Looks like there was some serious flooding in this area in addition to a fire at some point, and the roads all caved away on this side, and they're probably unable to clean up these trees. But this one, get to a spot where the sun's not in my eyes. This one's big enough where you can just walk under it. And yeah, there was quite some weather here at one time. So I'm taking my first break at an hour in, and we've gone halfway, about 2.5 miles. And it continues to be on this old, it's a deteriorated road, but it still is a road. Looks like the Parks Department put it in a long time ago. And it used to go to Tuolumne Grove and the Old Oak. So we'll likely see those later. It also hasn't climbed a lot yet, or at least very steeply, and I'm sure that's coming up at the end. So it is pretty out here. The fall colors mixed with the pine trees, and hopefully we'll see some more interesting stuff. All right, we just went through a section, maybe a 1/4 mile, where the bushes have kind of grown over, but it's not really bad at all. And now we got to one more blowdown. There may be a few more up there, I see. I think the trail is going to start climbing a little more now. Now we've been hitting a few more blowdowns. Here's 3 big ones in a row. But that's part of the fun. In the meantime, you get to see all of this. It's beautiful. I did not expect to see a baby stroller abandoned here. I wonder if there's another way in. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, it's been interesting for a while. A lot of blowdowns like this. Then every once in a while, a big complicated one, where you're trying to find the best way over or under. So a lot of crawling, over, under, not a lot of around. So this one was way too dicey to go over the top. So I had to take my pack off and pass it through and then crawl under on my belly. Yeah, good adventure. Those blowdowns, it's just best to get up on it and walk the length of it, because it's really kind of on trail. Okay, I just passed a day hiking couple going the other way. So there must be some kind of civilization up here. They were not yet disheveled, so I don't think they had to do much negotiating of blowdowns yet. So we'll see. There are some big trees down. So this giant tree is worth the entire price of the hike. It is immense. Wow. That's a big one. Really big old redwood down here. It is monstrous. It's broken there, but it just keeps going up the mountain. That is impressive. It's another big one. Fallen. Amazing. There's this giant root mass. And if you look down at the end, there's actually light. This thing is entirely hollow and you could climb through there if you wanted to. I would want to be much smaller than I am now. So this tree has been carved out since 1878. It's a big dead tree, but that placard I showed you showed a double horse carriage coming through here. It's pretty wild. There's another really big tree. Okay, so that was great. It was well worth the hike to get to the top and see all those immense trees, and had a little lunch up there. Took about 3 hours, including lunch, to make it to the top. And now we'll head back down. And I don't think I'll do as much filming because I'm going to mostly be trying to get through all those blowdowns again. That was challenging. Okay, it's 20 to 2 and we made it back to the entrance to the Ogden Meadows campground where Christy dropped me off. It was an adventurous hike. I enjoyed it. I didn't know there'd be quite that many challenging blowdowns, and it was weird that it was paved all the way, but to some extent that makes it an easier hike for people who want a little interesting hike to an interesting place without having to get in a bunch of mud or creek crossings or anything like that. So I highly recommend it. And thanks for hiking with me. Remember, we're doing the impossible. That makes us mighty.